Hello. Welcome. I'd like to take a moment to allow others to connect to this live video. Please comment with a thumbs up or where you're connecting from if you can hear me okay. Hi. I'm happy to see those of you here thus far. Just take another moment. Hello. Hi. Oh, it's so great to see some of you here. So, I'm Angel Nelson with Owl Hill Wellness. Some of you are familiar with me, some of you are familiar to me. It's such a pleasure to see you here. And those who I do not know, welcome. It makes my heart so happy that you're here. This is Owl Hill Wellness's first gathering, and I'm so thrilled to share this time in this space with you. It's such a special night as well. We have the blue super full moon, or we may call it the super blue moon. Number one, it's a full moon. Number two, it's a blue moon, which is the second full moon of the month. Also, it's a super moon. The moon is close to the earth in its orbit, so it's big and bright. I don't know how many of us will actually see it tonight, given the weather, but my hope is that you can. Nonetheless, we can very much connect to it and connect to its energies. This event will not happen again until 2037. That's a while away, so just take a moment to think about how special this moment in time is. And how special it is that we are gathering here together on this night. The moon is impactful in so many ways. Science shows that it controls the tides. And we are primarily water, so it definitely impacts us. Those who work in crisis see how much the moon impacts our behaviors. We can know how it makes us feel. So it's a special part of our world. The full moon is a time of release and forgiveness. The new moon, on the other hand, is a time to set intentions and goals. So tonight, we together are going to harness the energy of the super blue moon to release and to forgive. I know we all have things to release and to forgive. That's just part of being a human on this planet. So if you have a pen and paper, go ahead and get that out now. If you don't have anything to write with, that's okay. Just go along with us in your mind. But I jotted down what I'd like for you to prompt yourself with. You just make sure it's showing. Yeah. So I forgive, I release. I would like for you to put that at the top of your paper. It doesn't have to be as big as mine, but I just want it there as a reminder for yourself. I want you to take a moment to really connect with yourself. A breath. And just really hone in on what you need to forgive, what you need to release tonight. And start writing those down. I'll give you some examples just to get the juices flowing, but whatever comes up for you, allow it to be. Don't judge it, just jot it down. There's no judgment here. It's just allowing the body to bring up what is needed to be released. So an example is, I forgive myself for the times I said yes when I meant to say no. If something like that resonates, jot it down. I forgive my ex or exes for disrespecting me. I forgive myself for allowing others to disrespect me. I forgive my coworker for not doing his or her job. Makes my life hard. I forgive myself for money I spent that I didn't have. So just really, really allowing things to come up to forgive of yourself, forgive of others. Also, during this time, I want you to write down, I release. Examples. I release worry about my brother or my cousin's health. I release the burden of caretaking. It's too much. I release my need for perfection. Just take a moment to jot down. I'm going to write a couple things down myself. Remember, no judgment, no editing. What comes up, you put it down on this piece of paper. I forgive. I release. Just allow your pen to go across the paper. Nothing is too small nor too big. We'll take another moment. Just allow it to come up. It doesn't have to be perfect. It can be scribbles. As long as you know what it says. For those of you just tuning in, we're taking a moment to jot down what I forgive, what I release. I forgive myself for this. I forgive others. I release worry, pain, judgment. Just taking a moment to tune into that. If this brings up any emotion with it, allow it to do so. We're all emotional today. This is full moon. Just one more moment, allowing what you need to forgive and what you need to release to come up. And then we'll shift into our meditation for this evening. Okay, if you're continuing to write your lists, that's fine. You may want to just take a moment to pause and join in this meditation now. At any moment during this, if you need to take care of yourself, and feel free to step away and get something to drink. I think you'll find this to be pretty powerful, so please take care of yourself. Okay. Gently close your eyes if that feels okay to you, or perhaps just have a soft gaze. Get comfy in your chair or wherever you're seated. Just relax into where you're at. And we're going to take a moment, just take your fingertips and tap right below your eyes. This is the end point of the stomach meridian, and it's just calming, it's grounding, it just helps us to come into our bodies. And I'd like for you to breathe. Breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth. And this is just to bring our attention to our bodies, kind of lose the day's focus. Now bring your hands together, create some friction. Really get that energy going. And then we're going to shake that off. And breathe. Now place your hands gently wherever on your body or maybe on your desk that's comfortable for you. Just connect to your body. If there are any distracting thoughts that come up, just notice them and bring yourself back to the present moment, to your body. I'd like for you to scan your body for areas of heaviness, areas of pain. Perhaps you have a headache. Maybe your neck and shoulders are tight. Perhaps you have pain in your heart, or anxiety in the pit of your stomach. Or maybe there's truly a physical ailment that is just calling your attention right now. An ankle, a knee. Just really connect to these areas of pain, to these heavy areas. Bring your attention there. If your mind wanders, just simply notice that and bring it back to your body. Now bring your attention to one of your hands. In your hand you feel something. It's like a handle. As you glance down at your hand in your mind's eye, you see that it's a handle to a bag. Perhaps a luggage, grocery bag, some type of bag is in your hand. And you notice it's quite heavy. It pulls down on your hand, on your arm. And you feel this heaviness. And as you glance down at this bag, this piece of luggage, you notice that you are barefoot. And that your toes and your feet are on damp moss. It's soft, it's cool, it's damp, it's a little squishy. You take a step and you feel this moss on the bottom of your feet. Feels nice. You smell a woodsy scent as you look around. It's rather dark, but there's a huge full moon shining down on you and your path. You continue to take a step on this mossy path. You're hearing the night sounds, perhaps some birds, maybe frogs, some insects. You feel the cool breeze against your face, in your hair. You're unsure of where you're going, yet you feel very safe. You notice your hand and arm getting tired from carrying this bag. You take a couple more steps as you look around, and you switch hands. And you carry this bag with the other hand, and you keep walking. You don't really know where you're going, but you're just drawn to the moonlight. It's illuminating the path before you. You don't know how long you can carry this, and you wonder how long you've been carrying this. How long have you carried it, and where have you carried this? What is in it? You come to a clearing where you see a pool of water, perhaps a lake, a pond. It's glistening in the full moon. You're drawn to it. You have hope, but you're also growing weary carrying this bag. As you get closer to the water, you see there's a small dock. As you continue, you kind of squint and notice there's an outline of a figure standing on the dock. This figure feels so familiar to you, but you can't make it out. You take one step closer. You start recognizing the being. Your heart wells with joy and relief. This is someone who is so dear to you. Perhaps it's a family member or a friend. Someone living or passed on. Or perhaps an important spiritual figure to you. There's such a dear presence, and you're so happy to see it. You come running up to it, and from behind this being comes a beloved pet. You drop the bag, fall to your knees in happiness and all that you are with them. Tears are flowing down your face. You are in such awe to be in the presence of this being and of this beloved animal. You may be hugging them, kissing them, just staring in awe. But whatever comes up for you, allow it to. Just take a moment to take this in under the moonlight. It's so beautiful. Such a warm feeling inside. Then the being takes a hand out and reaches for your bag. You hand it to them. They open it. In it is all of the things you've been carrying. Such heavy, heavy things. No wonder you're tired and in pain. Such heavy things as you look at these things in the bag. Some of them you've carried for years. Some of them you've carried just momentarily. But you recognize it's not for you to carry. In fact, the being says, it does not serve you to carry this heavy bag. Are you ready to let it go? You nod yes as tears flow down your face. You nod yes, I'm ready to let this bag go. I no longer need it, it doesn't serve me. You make the decision to let it go. Perhaps there's something in this bag related to this figure. Maybe there's something to say to this figure or to your pet. Maybe it's an I'm sorry for, and you're saying it out loud to them. I release the pain connected to you. I'm sorry for the moments, or I'm sorry for this. And you release that verbally and energetically to them. Then the being takes your bag and gently places it in the water. You hold your beloved animal as you watch this. As the bag goes into the water, the most beautiful swirling light surrounds it. All these beautiful hues, it's rainbow, it's iridescent, just surrounding this bag as the bag is sinking into the water. The bag starts to dissolve into this light, and as it dissolves, just the last few particles of it, a huge beam of light is released from the water straight up to the moon. It's the most beautiful light you've ever seen. It's reflected upon your face and the being's face and your beloved animal. You automatically feel a lightness, a release. Tears are flowing. It just feels so good to release this. The being invites you to put your feet into the water. You sit on the dock, you dip your toes and your feet in the water. It feels so nice. Perhaps you may even step in. It's up to you. The water is so cleansing. You feel it just absorbing all of your pain, absorbing the heaviness, washing away every particle of pain and heaviness that no longer serves you. Everything that you have just released and you've forgiven just is almost suctioned out of your body. The being looks at you with pride and says it's time to live life without this bag. Go forth and live without this heaviness, without this pain. It's no longer for you. Then it gives you a hug, and you just hug your beloved animal. You know it's time to say temporary goodbye, but you know you can visit them at this dock anytime that you want. You can come here anytime. So there's no sadness, no pain in saying goodbye to them in this moment. you do so. Nothing but love coming from your heart towards them. They step out onto the water, walking into the mist that's now formed. Eventually, you can no longer see them. And it's okay. Your heart is full of joy for having had those moments with them. You take a moment, just feel this renewed energy, and look around in this moonlight, and feeling the weightlessness of the bag that you've released. And then you take a moment and stand up on the dock. There's a lightness that you don't know if you've ever experienced. You're renewed, you're refreshed. The heaviness and the pain, they're gone. Now you take a moment, you step off of the dock, back onto the moss. You look down at your feet. Then you see your feet in the room that you're currently in now. You wiggle your toes and your fingers. You bring your awareness back to my voice, back to the room that you're currently in. The familiar scents, the sounds. Gently open your eyes. You take a look around. You see me. You see the room that you're in. You're back in your present body. And when you feel ready, I want you to do this exercise with me. It's called the heaven and earth. One arm, doesn't matter which one arm goes up like you're holding the ceiling, like it's a tray. Okay, the other arm goes down like you're pushing the floor away, and you're going to push the ceiling up, push the floor away, look up and breathe. Connecting to the cosmic energy of the full moon, connecting to Mother Earth. Breathe. Now bring your hands together. And then the other hand goes up, connecting to the ceiling. Other hand goes down, pushing up, pushing down. Look up and breathe. Now bringing your hands together at your heart space, taking a moment to acknowledge how you're feeling. Extend gratitude to yourself for taking a moment to engage in this exercise tonight. I hope that you found this to be helpful. I welcome any feedback that you may have. I encourage you to take the list and release it in some way. Perhaps you might burn it if you have a safe space outside or inside to burn it. You may want to tear it up. You might soak it in water. You may want to bury it outside. Just do something to energetically release this. And just know that you did such an awesome job doing this. The height of the full moon is in 5 minutes, but the energy is potent for a couple more days. If the environment permits you to do so, go outside barefooted tonight. ground, connect with the earth, look up at the moon. Just soak it up. If you're unable to do that, just take a moment, drink some water, eat some fruit, just really nourish and hydrate yourself. Thank you for the gratitude that I see expressed in the comments. I certainly appreciate it. Thank you for holding this space with me tonight. It's my honor, my honor. It's been my pleasure. I hope that you join me for future gatherings, and I look forward to connecting with you in other ways as well. Namaste.